All right, welcome into some Shadow Empires. We are looking to hopefully close this game out tonight. We shall see if we can make that happen. We're picking up right where we left off last time. I do see I had Daniel in here earlier chatting. He said, could we please go over the leaders and see what they got going on? Yeah, we could definitely do that here at the beginning. If I've woken anyone up with my dulcet tones, give me a shout out in chat. Let me know if audio's sounding okay. It's looking fine on my end. Let's go ahead and start peeking at what we got going on. We'll start with our overview. We have a lot of territory. This white outlined bit is all us. So we have the eastern side pretty much on full lockdown, and this AI did a really good job of rushing up here and cutting me off from what would have been my preferred target. Unfortunately, we have really good relations here. Going to war with them would be devastating. We pissed off our leaders really bad by attacking the peaceful nation we had here. And this would be just as bad, or if not worse, because people are already kind of cranky. So that's kind of out of the question. We've got this Totalar Dominion. They look like they had a really bad start. They didn't have any Indies near them, and they kind of started in this little pocket. And so they don't have a second town, and they just have a lot of like empty territory. So the main plan for me is we have some fighting to do up here and some fighting to do right here. Those are the two main pockets of resistance. We finally got the aliens down here to join us. So we have kind of a breakthrough point here, and we're just going to bulge out and take as much of this territory as we can. There's a couple other... We have an unclear, culture unknown, unclear, culture unknown. So there could be something out here. In this area, this is all non-aligned forces. We've got Obalar, who are some mutants that we were at war with. And we have insectoids over here, who we are not at war with yet. Which may happen. We did have some ruins down in here that we're looking at maybe taking over. Oh, that is over here on the west side. Just some extra ruins. We discovered there was a luxury brothel over here, and a nocturnal top, which is another fertility hill. So something in this neighborhood is probably worth a founding over here. Another hill well. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much resistance out here, although those insectoids would be something. We'll see on that. Hey, Slice, how's it going, man? I do see someone building over here. This is Totalar. So, I mean, we could get in here, but the problem for getting in attacking them is their city is nestled in this valley area that is exceedingly difficult to attack from the east. This is the only way in from the east. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come to that. I think we're going to have a victory before we get there. Hi, Perik. Welcome in, man. So, not too worried about that. We have a front line built up over here. We don't really have the forces to kind of finish things off. We pulled those forces up here to try to crush this resistance, and then we'll swing back down. On the eastern side, like I mentioned, we've just started garrisoning. We don't have a solid wall, but we at least have something on the entire border. So if we got surprise attacked, which I'm not expecting, I mean, I guess that makes sense. This is maybe a little bit of a gap, but they can't really cut anything off even if they come in this way, because we are rail supplying from both directions, so I'm not too worried about that. First time seeing Babel stream this late today? This is our regular time, bruh. This is our regular time. Beyond that, we are quite built up. That railroad system was exceedingly expensive, but we have it done. Well, not done. We have it expanded quite a bit. And yeah, the network's looking pretty good. Our economy is looking pretty good. We're making a little bit of money. We're making stuff. As always, metal still feels really sketchy to me. We could swallow this metal up lickety-split if we wanted to build some more armored units. Or perhaps go up to an Industry 3, which would be pretty good, but we got lots of room for Industry 2s. We'll just kind of make do. I think we were building your barracks. I think it was Breville, actually. Yeah, building in another Industry 1. So that's that. We finally got some military tech. Hooray. That was disappointing. That was disappointing. We could have done even better if we'd gotten that a little bit earlier. And I should have done the focused research that we ended up having to use to get that. Just a new feature I had forgotten about, frankly. All right, beyond that, we did have a request to look at leaders. Okay, well, first thing, we have some people who are still really pissed off by us breaking that pact. Like, really pissed off. All these red people could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. You start getting bad events when they're not happy. In addition, it just tends to spiral because they have a bad event, and then the option you're forced to pick makes them even madder, so you get more bad events. They also cut back on their work. I don't think it's like a one-to-one, so like this guy isn't like 50% effective, but they definitely don't try nearly as hard when they're not happy. Beyond that, on the higher end of people, what a coincidence, all of the smart people are happy. I'm just saying. Yeah, doing pretty good. Lacey with her stupid political party she founded is still okay. She's just an absolute monster. Look at this. Over 100 in all those skills. Absolute monster of a governor. It's hard to understate how much effect a good governor has. Like, even just for food alone, her getting these ridiculous roles gives us so much extra food. Like, so much extra food. If she died and I had to replace her with somebody with 0 farming skill, we would feel that. Like, noticeably so. We've got our Model Design Council. This is a relatively new person, Martha Zoran, but we have buffed the bejeebus out of her. Absolute monster. We've added Happy Family, so she's always going up in relation. We have a Protocol Android, a Cortical Stimulator, and a Medal of Merit. So her stats are actually way higher than what they otherwise look like here. Absolutely amazing. That Recruit Talent, man, is such a good card. I never play without going for that card. I'll just put it that way. Even if I'm trying for a democracy run, I try to sweep over, or I start with meritocracy and then move over, because that card is just too good. Just too good. We've got our level 4 economic counselor. We've had her for a very long time. Newlish level 4 Ivy here is the governor of Breville. Another pretty good one. A ways to go, though. She's no Lacey. Another person who had to start at 0 skills, so has just been working her way up. We've got the Air Force Research Council. Probably over spec tier, like he's a tier 4, but it's fine. Zero Cool has been putting in a lot of work as our SHQ commander. He's got that high command score up pretty darn high. His trade skill up pretty high. Those are the 2 he uses. We have Cornelius, who's one of our starting characters. He used to be on the Supreme Council, but he was so good at Covert Ops. When we opened Covert Ops up, we moved him over, and he has not disappointed. He has done really good work all game. We got Grumpy here, Isaac Tonade. He just, for whatever reason, hates the militia. Never's liked it, never will like it, and just makes him mad all the time. But every time I've tried to go in and get a replacement for him, various things have happened, and it just has never worked out. We have some various other governors, less notes here. We had... where are you at? Yeah. Rihanna, we still have not been able to quit her. She managed to land herself in as the commander of the 3rd MG squad. She's probably going to take that money to her grave. I've wasted so much PP trying to get that back that it's not even worth the time, frankly. I could have made more money just by playing better cards. So, you win this time, Rihanna. You win this time. Catch up on chat here. Hi, Andre. Tell them to get over it. Yeah, that's what I keep telling them. That's what I keep telling them. If the smart people are happy, usually it's the opposite. They just appreciate my genius, I suppose. I started getting into workers and resources this weekend, and I could feel my brain melting. I have quite a long playthrough of that. If you look back on the VODs from the summer, relatively successful. Although, in that game too, Breville burned. in the like 10 seconds that I had to switch between firehouse workers, of course I had a fire. And of course it was my main train depot. It was exceedingly painful. It was exceedingly painful. But it was a good playthrough. I played it in realism mode, and I showed everything I did. So if you need a little help getting into realism mode, it's a pretty good watch. I quite enjoyed it. Very chill streams. They weren't very popular. Okay, all that being said, I think we're ready to rock here. I'm expecting this to be kind of a short stream because I think we're just going to win relatively simply. We'll find out if that's the case. We did finish this turn last time. The one thing I'm seeing here, I want to get this road that I talked about before. So probably from right here, dirt road. Let's just snake it right on through. Yeah, something like that. And I don't even think... I think I can afford... Oh yeah, we totally can. Let's actually pave that. Sealed road all the way out there. Not that our aliens need that, but now all of our human friendos can also lurch forward. Need you back here. Yeah, I would consider maybe dropping another town somewhere in here. We'll see. Yeah, this would be a bear to get a road through. So the road from here would be going out. City in here. And then another road coming up. That makes sense to me. Maybe we just have this road extend up. And cross right here. Yeah, I like that idea. I think that's it for this turn. Let's roll it and then we can see what we need to work on. Andre says, I think I need more practice before I get into realism. Yeah, it's a different game completely, I would say. I enjoyed the realism mode a lot more than regular because I enjoy logistics. I mean, look what we're playing here. And I can see my camera's a little messed up. Let me... Sorry for all the flashbangs there. Fix that. There we go. But yeah, I found the logistics of it very, very interesting. But it also is exceedingly unforgiving. You can get yourself wiped out very easily. We had a couple close calls in that playthrough. Right, we're in the research time. Excellent, excellent. We have a new model, the Killer. There you go. That's our our tank destroyer we made. Light armor core is done. Sanitation programs. We know this is not a very sexy subject, but we strongly believe that with some minor efforts, we could make quite a lot of gains and increase the health. There you go. Found some machinery. Found some machinery. Various things. Okay. Another play we might have is trying to get another peace treaty with these other aliens. Where are you at? No, not you. You, right here. They don't have a ton of territory, so I don't know if it's worth saving up the PP for it. We are at peace with them. We could use slightly better relations. I don't know. We'll think on that maybe. Let's get one guy right there. Getting back to SE, what's the name of this portrait pack? Yep, it's the Pie Mouse one. I have the Pie Mouse portrait pack, which is the... Well, it's not a portrait pack. It's the event pack and the fate card pack. And then I'm running DOS Tactics map tiles, which are just adding these symbols you see for the hills and the... What are you technically? Savannah, etc., the forests over here. I just find them a little hard to read without that. Like a tile like this, where it's a hill forest, I couldn't have told you that was a hill forest. So I just find that nice. It helps me just keep the strategy element foremost in my mind. All right, alien bros, get out there and start claiming. Yeah, I don't think I need to stay on that side. We'll rush forward. We're gonna have, oh my gosh, so many people to move. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm kind of expecting as we manifest destiny our way west, that we will just get the percentage to win. So I'm not expecting this to be too crazy. Alright, move, 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 move. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing my decisions. Enforcement profile, we've given up on that. Again, we are currently in enforcement. I guess maybe I should take a look. I would love to have this. In 2 rounds, we'll have a chance to get efficiency goals back. I'm going to say no to this, but I'm also not going to actively try to get rid of it. Alright, we didn't need anything here, so no new orders. We just operationalized a new one. RPG army, motorized siege. Motorized siege wouldn't be terrible. Although we already have mechanized. Mechanized light infantry army, that's another interesting one. Mechanized assault infantry, also pretty interesting. Let's do that one. I, again, highly doubt we're going to need it, but just out of curiosity. Okay, that was the south. Let's just work, I guess, clockwise here. Alright, on this side, I think we're going to continue our road up here. And then we're also going to go here, road, we'll connect in there, just to try to help out those supplies. And we'll move up. You, that's right, we had a little something something over here that broke free. That's right, I forgot. Alright, there we go. Kind of sort of contained. You are on the way to help. Kind of did it over here. Alright, move up, move up. And now I'm kind of hoping I can supply this. I don't know if I actually can. Alright, we are going to go for the greed. Yeah, I'm going to need more than just the motorized, hence why these guys were coming. This is the 8th assault. So we have a motorized and an assault, and we have our dedicated tank auxiliary, so I can't imagine this is going to take too long. I just need to get them trapped. Nobody can make it there? Alright, you come up. I want to get through these guys as quick as possible so that we can swing these guys back south. You head that way. You could move up. You could move up. You could move up. Okay. You got Kano ruins. Okay, you're building stuff. While we're here, I'll just drop my colonists.
Order received.
Okay, here, a bunch of aliens are just making their way downtown. Moving fast. You guys, group. Nope, not H. G for group move. Alright. Heading that way. I think I'm just going to leave this guy in the area. He's not going to make it to the front in time. Maybe he can come reinforce that spot. And you're guarding the town here, which is also building. We got a lot of little things going on all over the place as we've had to kind of build these supply depots to extend our reach in this direction. Now, if we had a planet with more population, we could fill these towns up, but I'm pretty certain there's hardly any free folk left. Like, here's 8,500. That might be the last of the free folk, frankly. In fact, can I play... Didn't we have a call to success? What is that under? Yeah. We play this on a major regime that we don't have a military pact with. I need some recon points. And we can recruit 1d3 percentage of the population. And they get a happiness drop. A critical success is 2d3%. A failure results in loss of relation and increase in hatred. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do it to the guy up north, because he only has one city. We could not make that roll. We could not make that roll. That's unfortunate. If that's the case... do we want to save up for the aliens, maybe? If we're going to do that, we need to make them a little happier. So we would need... Let's do a Xeno diplomat.
Yes, sir.
That one's for you, Abby. There you go. And then we would want... Grand Convention.
Understood.
We're still trying to fix that happiness problem. That was a really bad one. Holy moly. 3% and 19 XP for everybody. Catch up on chat here quick. I have DOS's tiles. I think the NATO is normal with the game. I'm pretty sure I have NATO. That's just something you can switch between. Hey, Tut Tut Tut. Good to see you, man. Andre says, I did roll up a Medusa plants to start a new run. I lost it in 4 turns to 10-meter tall carnivores. Yep, that sounds about right. I don't know if you caught the beginning of this run, but we had a heck of a time between the aliens and other things that were attacking us. That's how my games normally go. Hey, David, good to see you. This game looks interesting. Yeah, it's quite a fun one. Quite a fun one. Do you use APCs much? Yes, I like APCs a lot. One of the combat modifiers is if the enemy doesn't have weapons that can pin the armor of part of your element, they get just a flat attack or damage penalty. So APCs supporting your troops make your troops a lot harder to take out if the enemy's not running around with like tank destroyers. Like a lot harder to take out. You are human. How am I gonna feed you? I think you stay on this side of the mountain. And I think we need... a big paved road. Sealed road from there to there. And from there... we said we were going to build at the brothel to there. Alright, I'm seeing this. Alright, let's get next to that. Okay, let's do our town check. Alright, building university. Building a big barracks. You're just big chillin'. In Babel... also just chillin'. Yeah, we're good on everything here. Food-wise... yeah, we're selling 600 food. We're fine. J-Rob was also just relaxing. Slice was building, I think. No, Slice is waiting for a population increase so that he can increase in size. I can't increase anything. We finished a bureaucratic office. We're not going to be able to increase anything until the pop gets bigger. Building our apartments. Building our apartments. Building Industry 1. Boy, we have a lot of towns. Holy moly. Okay, we're not building anything currently in Edwardholm. We are high civ. I probably don't want to go higher than that. We're housing all the workers. Everything is going up. So again, we're just waiting on population. But I mean, look at this. We only grew by 400 last turn. There's just no more population to absorb. We do have a cloning machine here, so 3,600. That's something. I think that's basically it for the turn. Yeah. How's the grind going? It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Don't remind me that I paid 90 Canadian for Civ 7. Oh, Andre. Oh, Andre. How disappointing. How disappointing. I am not loving the new game meta of $70. Like, I haven't even pre-purchased Monster Hunter, a game that I'm 99% sure I'm gonna really like. And I'm just like, $70? I guess the difference there is at least they're not trying to pull any of the pay extra to buy the game on time crap. We killed 300 infantry and we lost 600. Interesting. Found some fuel. Got extra research. We did actually meet our private asset goal. No thanks to me. We researched advanced sensors. We discovered resonance scanner. By adapting medical technique for military use, we'd be able to improve our sensors. Ooh, yes. Found 3 high-tech items. A cortical stimulator. Okay, various cards. Applied science, no change. Military research, we'll take those scanners, please. Worker strike, we pay them off. Mystic Temple. Commerce took over. What's this garbage? No. We hate it. Scheduled meeting with the aliens. I don't think they're ready to join us yet, so we're just going to offer them a gift. Plus 8 relation. We found info. We're giving that to the Church Knights. Okay, what does that take our alien up to? Also, you are out of supply, friend. Go down that way. 80. So we're not ready. That's definitely got to be at 100 before I even try. All right, down here. Boop, boop. I gotta be careful with these humans. They're just not gonna have supply. The aliens are fine. What are you? A degraded GR truck. Bonus research plus 60. Beautiful. Man, how big is this truck we're talking about here? I do think I'm going to leave a couple guys just floating out here just on the odd chance that at some point something breaks through or something. Oh, look at that guy. He's just making a run for the brothel. Oh, this is... Wait, this is mine? Excuse me? Okay. Didn't realize that. Well, that changes things a little bit. Okay, on this front, they attacked me here and pushed me back. I don't love that. I do love that we just got into those hills. Oh, almost. Right, you might actually be able to get some kills. Alright, we're not gonna move up. They're just gonna wipe that unit out if I do. Alright, over here. Now the important thing really is to just try to get them corralled. You attack that. We have had a few losses to these guys. Specifically, I think the cavalry. We do got to be a little bit careful here about who goes where what. We attack here. Man, these tanks have done so good. Alright, we didn't manage to push them back that time, unfortunately. Alright, almost. We need one more hex, and then we have them surrounded, and it's a matter of time. You guys are group moving back via the road. Yeah, stay away from my hill, buddy. Okay, we're not gonna have too many things to check on, really. 4 turns left. We finished University 1. So we have barracks and university. Let's get the hospital. Sir. Breville finished Industry 1. Let's immediately go up for Industry 2. Looking mighty healthy here. If I was gonna pull in some more forces... Yeah, this heavy assault brigade would be kind of interesting. So double the number of tanks, half the number of men, essentially, compared to a normal assault brigade. I would build that probably over the one we are currently using if I was going to build more, but I don't think we need them. I really don't. I think we're all right. Points to spend. Let's keep going on those grand conventions.
Understood.
Just trying to repair my relations as hard as I can. And that's it. Let's roll that one. David says that Baldur's Gate 3 was $60. I was hoping that would lower the premium pricing. Yeah, what an amazing game Baldur's Gate 3 A is, and B, just the things around it. They didn't have stupid DLC. They had one little like extra thing you could have that was just like some dice skins, etc. They don't try to microtransaction you. They don't have advertisements. They didn't do extra money to play early. None of that garbage. None of that garbage. I do think that that's going to have an effect, but we won't see that for a couple of years. Water deposits. Quack doctors arrive in Breville. Quack, quack. Recycling facility was removed. Ooh, laddie. We're going to see a lot of that. Education methods. Okay. These are all repeatables we could do to increase the value of our buildings. Our game's not going to go long enough that those are going to matter, but those could be really valuable in the right game. Yeah, I see what you're saying on that, CB, about games changing. It's kind of how I feel about Stellaris. Like, I'm going to relearn Stellaris for like the 4th time whenever this Stellaris 4.0 thing launches. I don't know how I even feel about that. Because on one hand, it's cool a game you like has had support for years and years and years. On the other, though, if you really liked Stellaris 1.0, it's not the same game anymore. So maybe you don't like the new Stellaris. Maybe you liked it how it used to be. So, I don't know. That's a little hard to say how I really feel. I guess it just depends on the game. Has anyone ever formed a 4-sized formation? Not on purpose. I've never successfully made it either. I've accidentally done it. You basically need to be playing on like Gaia planets with like super high population. And you're probably going to be like jungle fighting, so like vehicles can't do anything. Because beyond that, I don't know how you would ever justify the cost. As you keep hitting H. What? I will say this, why do all these cool games have the worst hotkeys? Like, can I please play a game that has WASD to move the map rather than arrow keys? I do it because I like the game, not because I like that as a hotkey. It's the same with Dominions. Alright, get up there, claim all that. Sure. Road, sealed road, as far as we can. Alright. Get that brothel. Brothel is secured. Sealed road. Heading towards it. Okay. Yeah, they're pushing around here. I wish they'd stop. Yeah, sooner or later, you guys are gonna mess around and find out. It's gonna happen. You just wait till my big brother gets back. He's gonna be so mad at you. Calling the tanks indeed.
Mission accomplished.
Expand the borders. Are we being boarded? 1.0 was the best you. I'm talking about Solaris, I assume. The tile system was interesting. It's ironic that like the thing that has been the millstone around Solaris's necks has been population since day one. They just literally built a system that the AI can't handle and that our computers can't handle. Even my machine here with I have a 7800 X3D, so the second best gaming CPU now with the 9800 out. Just barely can do Solaris on full speed, and even then, like you can tell, it's just barely being able to do it on not a super huge universe, but just kind of a large one. Doesn't DOM 6 let you scroll with middle mouse drag? I don't even know. I don't do it that way, but I'm used to Dominions, so I just use the hotkeys or the arrow keys. Hope you beat it this stream. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we will. Maybe the hotkeys will be fixed in TLC. Alright, you come up here. You take that. That noose is tightening.
Going in. Mission successful.
They are here. Okay, good. We can move up. Move up. Slice says, I have a Logitech programmable keyboard and be happy. I have mine's not a Logitech, mine's a Razer. I've got 5 programmable keys. I can do that. I did that in Gladius. Gladius was the same thing. It was so stupid. So I reprogrammed WASD to the arrow keys, and I had a hotkey to switch it. But it was kind of annoying because I would fat finger the hotkey all the time. So I don't know. Maybe just make your game modern. Modern games use WASD to move the map. That is how it works. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. And it's not like that's a budget constraint. Oh, I couldn't afford to have the WASD keys when I was designing my indie game. That's not how that works. Alright, the noose is fully here. Now it's just a matter of time before we clean this up. You guys group move. You don't even need to go in there. Head that way. You guys that way. Normal move. Okay, we have apartments and a truck station. This area might get some more. We have ruins. 10k, 14k, 13k. Sure. Let's at least do one. We just had a facility closed down, so we'll do that. Over here, we're still working on that metal mine. We don't have enough workers. Oops. Let's send our colonists over there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're still trying to get the apartments. Once the apartments are done, this should clean up a little bit. Okay, all quiet on the eastern front. We are stretched dangerously thin. Dangerously thin. Epic Feather, 3 turns on his barracks. Michaeltown, 1 turn on the hospital. Braville, 3 turns on the industry. I think everyone else, maybe not you. You have the 4 basics and that, yep. We just don't have the population. Yeah, 400, that's okay. That's okay. I hope we're pulling some of that pop away from our enemies. Private assets reach 125. You know what? I'm going to accept that. And what I'm going to do before I forget, we're going to do a zone And we're gonna do private investment. And we're gonna do some private investing in Slice. 694 credits. And we're gonna do some private investing in Gallo Glass. We'll see if that can get us some private assets built up. They want to build farms, so hopefully they will do that. Vic still needs to fix the Oceania DLC, in my opinion. Let's not get too carried away. Yeah, not with hotkeys and all that. Slice says, I have 18 programmable keys and 3 different settings. Yeah, I had one of those before where you had, what was it, 6, 6, and 6? Yeah, so I must have had the same one you had. I wore it out. I used that thing for ages. Ages. Because I used that keyboard back when I played City of Villains. When it was still a live game. And I could use my pinky to reach for some of those. No, what I want, if you should, Babel, you get to have one piece of hardware that comes back. What's it going to be? I want the Mad Catz Cyborg 7 MMO mouse. I want it back now. I email that company every few months being like, hey, are you going to come out with another version of that? Hey, you should come out with a version of that. That thing was so good. So good. Look up that thing. It's so stupid looking, but it was the best mouse I've ever owned. Because it was the only mouse that with only my thumb, I could do 12 buttons. It had a, they called it a precision aim button, but it was essentially a D-pad, and you could press it in. So it was like forward was 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and push in was 5. And then there were buttons around it for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there was a left and right scroll wheel that I put on 11, 12. So when you were playing an MMO, every single button was on my thumb. And it wasn't like these stupid ones like I have now. Like, this is my Logitech with the 12 button on the side. That's nowhere near as good. You have to lift up your palm to pull my thumb back to reach buttons. It's nowhere near as good. It's nowhere near as comfortable. I miss my Cyborg Rat MMO7 mouse so badly. I bought 3 of those because the laser would go out on them after about a year, and they were like $120. They were not cheap mice. I miss that thing so badly. It probably wouldn't work on Windows 11 even if I had one. The software probably is out of date. Okay, I think that's the turn. We have... Ooh, I did something bad. I spent those points without doing my decisions. Uh-oh. Alright, calm them down. Critical success? Okay. Not Sam is finally getting her feet under her. We're not failing instantly. Given to some demands. Quack Doctors in Braville. Full support. Failed roll. No, final roll. Critical success. Excellent. You do not want those Quack Doctors killing people. Mystic Temple. I have a commerce problem, so no. Zone upgrade. I can't afford it even if I wanted to. Okay. We made it through the turn. That was bad. I need to make sure I do my decisions first. Let's roll that turn and get my tea. Yeah, I also have the Razor... Is it the Sidewinder? It's the one that has the removable side, and you can switch it out. It also has a 12 key, but I didn't like their 12 key very much. I found the Logitech one was a little more comfortable. I still don't like it, but I could play Final Fantasy XIV with it, so that's what I went with. I preferred... They have one where it has... The thumb buttons are in a circle, but there's only like 7 or 8 keys. It's not enough. So, that's a bit of a eh for me. Metal in Econo Ruins 1,2. 1,2, and there's guys in Gimp masks in Braville. Now the Quack Doctors are in Slice. Who let the quacks in? Motorized Heavy Assault. I don't like Motorized Assault. I like Mechanized Assault, because now we have treads and we have wheels. I feel like it's better being one or the other, not both, because you have the penalties of each. Subterranean sensor. This ancient asset and accompanying handheld sensor will help you make archaeological finds. Okay, cool. I like it. All right, step 1, find metal. 1, 2. There it is. I told you guys. I told you. In the ruins, look at this. Water source in that ruin, metal source right here. We're definitely building a city. It's a horrible metal source, but I don't care. I don't even care. It's my metal anyways. All right, let's build sealed road here. I think we're going to build a city literally on top of that. That's what I'm going to do. National budget. No changes. Supreme Council task priorities. No changes. Interior task. No changes. Air Force task. No changes. We're working on propeller tech. Roaming thieves in Breville. Groups of thieves wearing gimp masks from the wastelands have penetrated our walls. We are losing private items stored with us. Can I count on your support? Yes, Ivy. Critical success. They stole 20 credits and 0 oil. They were trying to oil themselves up. Disgusting. Quack doctors in the village of Slice. Every time I say village of Slice, it makes me think of David Bowie's Black Star. When it's the village of Omen. I think that's the line in the song. In the village of Omen. I think of that every time. Okay, we succeeded. We had a little bit of danger and we lost 100 pop. Probably 100 quacks. Aliens ask for tech. I really don't want to give you tech, guys. I really don't.
Yes, sir.
No. Our spies, give it to the church. Okay. Let's do our movement next. Actually, no. Let's look at victory. How close are we? 47.2. We need to be 25 ahead, but we are definitely going to be 25 ahead unless Wormston makes a major jump suddenly. Move. Oh, somebody's out here. We'll deploy that way with these guys. Our supply is getting very iffy over here. Getting very iffy over here. Sealed road. Alright, now I want to head to here. Okay, that's fine. And then over here in our luxury brothel, we're going to found a new city. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to get logistics out here. This may not be able to do it. I might have to upgrade that truck station. Or alternatively, we could bring a rail out here. We'll see. So we want construct, new zone, truck station. Alright, hop in there. Fine. Yeah, you guys are gonna be so sorry. You just wait. You just wait. Alright, here.
Going in.
Have I ever played Magic the Gathering? I used to play it back in the 90s.
Mission
I started during, I think it was 2nd edition. My cousin actually had started back during Alpha and Beta. He had a Black Lotus, and he got it destroyed in a flood in their basement. He had a Black Lotus. I saw it with my own eyes. But I haven't played since maybe early 2000s. I just didn't have any money back then. I could barely afford video games, much less Magic. And I wouldn't touch Wizards of the Coast with a 10-foot pole at this point. They're on the wrong side of things. So, yep, I will not give them money. Okay, we've got these nice and buttoned up. We're looking for surrounds. You.
Operation successful.
There was definitely something to be said about opening up a fresh pack of Magic cards, and you got that nice, like, I always described it as like a sulfur smell almost on those cards. It felt right. It felt right. Good old Satanic Panic. Takes me back. Alright, let's start bundling that boy up too. Working on that. You, group move. Now you guys, I think, are gonna head to this fight. Maybe it's time for a strat move. I kind of want to sweep in from this side. Where can we get to? We could make it here. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Strat move there. Hope we have enough logistics. I have a feeling we will not. Although, no, we probably will. We can take the railroad all the way down to here. So this isn't actually as straining, he says, as he immediately runs out, as you might otherwise think. That's not bad. That's not bad. That does kind of make me feel like I want this railroad, though. So, here, we currently have a truck stop and nothing else. Let's build the apartments.
Received.
And let's prep that for a train station. Dominions reminds me of Magic the Gathering in an odd way. I can't explain other than they both dependent on resources. Yeah, I could kind of see it. Like, each nation has like a deck, which is their roster of units. That's kind of unique. And then you have kind of some shared things in the magic and spells and whatnot. Ice Manipulator, yeah. Yeah, I quit around... It was after Mirage when I was done. My last major deck was like Mercenaries, I think they were called. Whatever that was. That was the last time I bought cards. So quite a long time ago. I have my digital crack. I don't need it to be on paper. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we need to move this turn. Quick check in on my builders. You're not building. Okay, we have the hospital. We are missing VidCom.
Yes,
VidCom. Braville, 2 turns on industry. We have apartments. We don't have enough pop running the truck station. We don't have enough pop building that. I'm just going to let that one chill. Okay, we finished the apartments over here. They're working on the metal mine. Let's give them... Oops, let's give them some more pop. Let's give them some more pop. There we go. Okay, 35 PP left. Let's see if we can get in a bureaucratic rush.
Understood.
So, all right, and roll it. Yeah, That's funny you say that, Andre. I won a friend tournament. We had about 10 people with my mercenary deck. And that was literally the last time. I played a little bit with like my brother or whatnot, just here and there on a holiday or something. But that was the last time I seriously played. I was like, yep, we're not topping that. Let's go out on top. Fuel deposit. Time of learning. Mining techniques. Automated factory. We like those things. Are you? Oh, we've already scabbed all those ruins. Alright, march, march, march. Yeah, you can see here. I guess he's getting his resources from there, so I guess it's okay. And he's actually pulling from here. Yeah, they're doing okay. We're like really stretching it, but we're okay. Don't be too surprised if we end one of these turns and we get a victory screen just from the amount of territory that we're nabbing here. Why are you guys so low? What are you missing? What's your problem? You're missing Bone Boys? You're missing Bone Boys. I bet you have a bunch of people that are not properly updated. Bone Boy 2, mass upgrade. All units in SHQ to Bone Boy 3's
Yes,
upgrade.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Alright, that should solve it next turn. Minor worker strike, pay him out. I do like, this was a really good map actually. I like that I can kind of recognize where we're at just based on the geography, so that's a good sign. Alright, you guys all swing up this way. And if they're dumb enough to let me surround them, then that is the end. Thank goodness my noise gate cuts out. I have my arrow keys right below where my mic is, and it is so loud. I keep looking down thinking like, oh my goodness, how loud is that for you guys? But it does seem my noise gate's not letting you hear the ticky-tack. I got the stealth version of the keyboard too, but I was not going to have a non-mechanical keyboard. Alright, up here.
Going in.
Ooh, okay, that was a few boys.
Get out!
Okay, they managed to hold. Alright. But can you hold against this? That's what I thought. That is what I thought.
Mission accomplished.
Get out of here. Alright, so we've learned our lesson here. We do need a little bit more firepower, so we'll send 2
Going
groups.
in. Mission successful.
Yeah, tanks are doing most of the work, although our infantry's getting a few kills now that we have automatic rifles. You know, when we're not running around with carbines, we can actually get some kills. Okay, I think that's it for here. We've already did all the city stuff because I did it out of order as usual. How are we doing? 47.7. It's a ways. That's a ways. Strat card, nation. Let's work on those aliens some more, I think. Minor. Xenodip. These guys
Yes,
go. 52 left. We'll do Grand Convention.
Understood.
Ooh, there you go. 10% and 48 XP for everyone. We have just enough for a bureaucratic push. Beautiful. Mercade's mask. Yep, that makes sense. Hey, Vant, how's it going, man? This series really made me want to jump back in, but I told myself I'd wait. You know, I told myself that too, and here I am having fun. So, you know. One nice thing I do like about Vic is he has lots of good rolling betas. So, I'm on the last stable release for this playthrough, but if I wasn't doing it on stream, I would be playing in the betas. We killed 1,900 infantry, 100 walkers. We lost 900 infantry, 400 walkers. We had a big fight. Metal near Keybase River, 10423. Recycling shut down. Resonance scanner completed. 104 near Quasar. That's up here. Or is it? Quasar. I thought that was it right there. Okay, we'll just do it this way. No. Yes. 108. Or 104, something like that. There it is. Yep, finally, I knew it! Usually I find metal in the mountains. Accessibility 6, 32,000. This would be another good one. And let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd be disappointed if that wasn't the case. So what that's telling me is I need a mining town somewhere in this neighborhood. Again, you're between me and metal. That's not a good place to be, buckies. Alright, let's get mines. Mines help a lot. When combat starts, infantry has to spend the first 2 rounds attacking, charging you, and this essentially just makes them take explosive damage while they do those rounds. So we'll just nab that. It does use up a lot of munitions, but I'm sitting on 126,000 munitions. We'll be fine. Alright, pay off those workers.
Received.
Actually, click the wrong button and just let them go on. Perfect. Natives. Give them a gift. 10 points. Spies sent to the church. Alright, you guys, what are you up to? 69? I'd say nice, but that's lower than I thought you were. Oh, they're mad I didn't give them weapons. Dude, I'm not giving you weapons. That's just asking for it. That's so asking for it. Let's get him nice and surrounded. Can't quite do him this turn. Alright, the humans have to follow the road because they need food. Aliens can off-road. Okay, getting there. Go get me those ruins. Ditto. Okay, we're still working on the truck station at Hot Club. Yep. Oh, friend, it looks like you are starting to get a little worried. Why are you getting worried there, huh? You know what? I'm going to take that chance to close that noose, even at the cost of letting these guys out. Okay, up here, where are my tanks at? You, and then we need more than just you, so we'll send you. That should be fine. Never understood the mechanical keyboard thing. I've used the $20 basic keyboard from Electronics Store, although I've never had to work on a computer. There are various reasons. One is the tactile feeling of it is different. It's not as spongy as you get. Two, depending on how they do the pad that goes underneath a non-mechanical keyboard, you can't have, there's a certain number of keys you can press at the same time before they stop registering. Whereas a mechanical keyboard, you can hit infinite number of keys and they'll all register. Those are the two main things. I see no artillery in your army. We have some of the 25mm mortars in the MG squads. We have the Yarkoons. They do very good work. And we have one squad over here of Abbey Remmies with this mechanical division. So APCs towing 105s. Have not seen action yet, unfortunately, but will be the enemy where we need those. Alright, move up, move up. Alright, let's take a swing at these idiots. I have to get up in 5.5 hours to really go to sleep. You should go to sleep, Andre. There will be workers and resources later. Alright, bruh, have a good one. Alright, not bad. Got a few kills there. The unfortunate thing is I don't have that full surround, so he's just going to slowly back up. Surround is on its way. Over here, where's my other tank? You. And you.
Operation successful.
Yeah, we don't need you guys in here anymore. The 7th. You know what? Come up here. I think we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave with the 7th. Some of these other mercs can come down and defend the town. Alright, here. We got our salvage. Do I want to try to make this bigger? And I think the answer is no, not this town. So let's do another road. Another recycler. I don't think I'm going to try to do quality of life there. Over here, I would want to do it. We did finally finish this. We're still short on people. Let's get barracks. Hey, there we go. In Bellows Cave, they built themselves some domes, so they have food coming in. I don't want to really expand that one too much either. Breville finished Industry 2. I think that's basically done. Yeah, we're kind of in a holding pattern at the moment with those. Okay, done down here. Let's spend. Very boring just spamming grand conventions, but it's the best thing I can do to repair my relations. We doing any better on that? And we're slowly clawing it back. Slowly. Go ahead and roll that turn. Just out of curiosity for anyone who's in here, is anyone else planning on picking up Monster Hunter Wilds? I am pretty hopeful. I saw that review embargo must have dropped because there were some reviews that came out today. Sounds like the game has a few issues, but sounds like it's relatively good state. Okay, killed 700 infantry, lost 1,000. Found some more radioactives. Extra research. The quad machine gun. That's an interesting enough weapon. I don't know how useful it would be for art circumstances. Policy speech. Industry reaches 19. I feel like that's a really far ways away. I feel like that's really far away. Our goal is the Hex Plains Rocky 110-2 to be conquered. 110-2. Sure, I guess. That's a weird one. Alright, we'll do that.
Copy that.
Hidden village discovered in Michaeltown. We're gonna let them be for our 200 free colonists. I don't know why you would ever not take that. Unless you were gonna, like, lose the territory, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Alien natives. We'll explain it. They seem to have understood the message. Good, good. Alright, can we wrap this up this turn? Now that we've beaten them out of their entrenchment, I can't imagine they'll be able to stop me. Alright, you, and you.
Fire when ready. Mission accomplished.
Call in the tanks. That's right, Gallows Glass. Tanks get it done. Booyah. Alright, well, our goal here was to capture that hex. There you go. It is captured. That was not... Well, that probably was the right way. I think the yellows are going to stay somewhere in this neighborhood. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe they should move forward. I feel like we're relatively safe back here. Militia can go backwards. Alright, we were going to build right on top of this mine. So we want a new zone, logistics, truck station. We ever managed to get our thing built over here? Nope, we're still working on it. This guy. No. Okay, we're right on the edge of that alien's territory. Oops. Oh no, what a shame. I've got you guys nearly surrounded. I'm willing to give that up. There we go. There we go. 6-1. Let's add the buggies.
Let's go.
You guys have been way more annoying than I thought you were going to be.
Operation successful.
Okay, we're not quite ready for any of those to go yet. Okay. Alright, got the surround off. Sooner or later, We will wipe out all these aliens. You're guarding that. Top. Okay. Give us... What is our alien relation up to? I really want to get this done. Still at 69. Alright, send another Xeno diplomat.
Yes, sir.
Let's save some extra. We'll turn that. It'll be really interesting to see what Larian does after BG3. I know they said that they wanted to do their own thing, so it's not going to probably be another Dungeons and Dragons thing. Be very interesting. God help the enemies in the south torn apart by lobsters. Yeah, 4-meter tall lobsters, no less. Fuel deposits. Marauders in Equano ruins. So I hate that. Bacterial disease. Oh no, not that. Not that. Conventional gun optimization. Automated clinic. Interesting. Alright. Divinity Original Sin 3. I mean, how many Original Sins can we have? That being said, you know, that's the reason that Baldur's Gate 3 was so good. They'd literally been making RPGs for like 20 years, homing their craft. Rather than chasing and making another looter-shooter extractor that nobody wanted. I'm gonna be so glad when I can finish this guy off. He's annoying me to no end. Okay, staff council, no change. Theft of equipment by workers. Put an anti-theft measure in place. Minimize the amount of tools available. That's kind of a crappy option. I'm just looking there. I don't want to lose what we have. Marauders, full support. Bacterial disease outbreak. Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we only lost 100 workers. Michael town to a big town. No, we're still not quite done getting that fixed. Offer munitions. I'm screwed no matter what I take. I guess I'll say no. And now we're enforcement. Want official peace treaty? Yes. Who are you? The Pinamas territory. Hang on a second. You're not who I thought you were. Namas territory. You guys. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Yes. Schedule meeting with native aliens. We could ask for mercenaries, but what I want is to make them happy. 10 more points. Are you actually going up? Yes, 79. Okay. I guess we just need to hammer this home. So we're just going to need to play a bunch of these in a row. I want to get this finished.
Yes, sir.
Because that would free up some more troops.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to the church. Alright, over here. That's a little spicy. Okay, that's sending a pretty big attack force. There's just a lot of guys, I guess.
Mission successful.
Hi, William. How's it going? Are they talking about their other projects? Not that I know of, no. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't say that for a lot of companies. I think one of the things that was so telling was when, is it Sven, I think? I hope I'm remembering the name right. Was talking about, like, his goal was to make games that were popular enough that he could earn enough money to make the game he really wants to make. So, who knows how big and crazy that could be after a good success like Baldur's Gate. Alright, we have us around here. Do it.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You better surrender, aliens. Alright. We can't get a full surround here, but we can start. Let's not be greedy. I don't want to have a oops moment there. Okay, we have conquered that hex that we were asked to conquer. I'm good there. Militia. I'm actually gonna need somebody to stay behind, so you come over here. Okay. We're gonna need more road. Sealed road. Sure. Yeah, you know, I kind of like it nowadays when studios don't start teasing things too far in advance. Like, it sucks when it's like, in 5 years this game's gonna come out. It's like, I'd rather I just didn't even know, because then I'm not like waiting around for it, and then when you inevitably cancel it or turn it into a looter shooter, I won't be disappointed. I'm trying to think, who was it that was so good about just like, they're like, oh, hey, by the way, next week this game comes out. Who was it? I honestly cannot remember, but I was always very grateful because then I didn't have to like wait around in anticipation. Ironically enough, actually, Monster Hunter Wilds is a little bit like that for me. I've watched almost nothing about it. I watched a little bit of review today while I was on lunch. I'll probably watch a couple more just to make sure I'm not hyping myself up. But I know almost nothing about the changes or anything. So a nice blind playthrough. Research complete mines. Your strength is now so big the others do not stand a chance. You have won the game. There it is, boys. We did it. We saved the alien planet. I'm a little disappointed with the majors we got in this game. I would have loved to have a war with a major. I wish I had realized what was going on there a little earlier, and maybe we could have tried to keep relations down with that one. Yeah, so let's zoom out here. There is the... Why does that look funny to me? Why does that look funny to me? For whatever reason it does. We do Diplo colors? Yeah, there we go. That's a little easier to see, maybe. So, that is the end, my friend. So, we ended up not finishing these aliens, unfortunately, piecing them out. We did get the ones down here, so we did accomplish that goal. I think I did a really good job of expanding out our logistical network. And a lot of these are actual towns, like town, 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 and then outpost, 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 outpost. Had this game gone on, we had started to secure some more metal, so I was a lot less worried. And we got those ruins out here, which probably had some more metal in them too. If we had to, we could have attacked these guys and taken a lot of free territory out here. To our knowledge, at least, he didn't even have any Air Force or anything that could have done anything to us. Pretty happy with that. Definitely learned some things here. Next time, if we're having the weapon problem, I need to do that focused research like right away. Right away. Do not let that get out of hand like I let that get out of hand. Because we could have been a little more aggressive with like the guys right here if we had had weapons. So, yeah, live and learn on that a little bit. What's the turn count? Let's see. Round 145. This was on a largely rolled small planet, just for reference. That's going to have a big difference in how long your games take. And we were running on, I think it was just slow tech, so just like one click down, not very slow. Which felt about right, actually. This felt pretty good for the tech speed. I do sometimes play on very slow, but you want probably a little bit bigger of a world there. I also like worlds with more ruins, aka more population. This was like the very minimum I would accept, because the ruins are where you find the goodies. We found all that high-tech stuff in here, and then here, and that's it. We didn't have any other archaeology sites, so that was a little oofy on that. Yeah, the settlements were interesting here too. This is my first major playthrough with apartments, and I think apartments are amazing. Because one of the problems that you have when you're starting a new town, nobody will freaking stay here and work. But if you could get the apartments, it at least slows them down when they're trying to leave. So, yeah, I feel like the apartments are a super must. So we start a truck station, and then either we stop there, or we build apartments and then build out from there. That seems to be the way to do that. Very happy with how that turned out. Power-wise, we ended with only one major power plant, which I'm a little surprised on. But I guess we didn't have any of the real power-hungry stuff, which is like the metal refining stuff. We didn't have to do hydroelectric or hydroponics. That's pretty electricity-hungry. And I guess I normally don't run... I mean, this is producing 3,814 energy. I normally don't run these. I normally do solar. So I do really like plants that are bad for solar. The downside to solar is that they cost a lot of rare metal. But if you don't have that as a choke point, solar's just so easy. So this was interesting. This was very interesting. Having just a centralized power plant to do that. We did get heavy industry. And we were only running it at 50%, and we were up to 300 machines. We weren't using these for unit builds. Once you start doing that, that gets a little pricey. We did get our rail up. We did get the ammo plant right when we needed it, too. Because if I remember right, we had just ran out of ammunition when we got that up. And now we ended the game on 132,000 munitions. Pretty good. Yeah, I think I played this map pretty well. We had the artillery, but we didn't really have targets for it. That's more for like getting actual nations out, or if we had to fight somebody in the mountains, we could shell them out of it, maybe. So we had it if we needed it. It's a little unfortunate we didn't get to do much with it. Card-wise, I think we did okay. Looking here. We basically stayed meritocracy the entire game, which I do think is very powerful. However, we did miss out on recruit civilian. If you don't have recruit talent, this isn't a terrible choice. It's okay for like governors and whatnot. And we also didn't get cabinet retreat. This can be a pretty good one. This is like governor retreat, except for it's for your directors. So it should be cheaper than a grand convention that we were running, which came from here in meritocracy. We did use efficiency goals and our efficiency drive very, very well. It's sad we lost it when we did, but we managed to get through it. That's, I don't know. I find that card so incredibly valuable in the early game when you just don't have any way to make money. Like, that is so ridiculously good. And we didn't really play it in this game, but the new card they added to Opportunism, Improvised IP, the problem with this card is it costs 500 credits. In the early game when I would want to play that, I don't have 500 credits. So I think you would want to combo that card with something else that gets you money, like Patriotic Collection. Maybe that could work. Or, where's Emergency Tax? No, that can't get it from here. Yeah, I don't know how else you would pay for that. So maybe Patriot Collection, so Meritocracy and Commerce, maybe that could be a combo. Government was really good. That kept our IP nice and high. Governor Convention, we did play some. Bureaucratic Push, we played a ton. That's such a good card. We didn't have to draft workers. We actually never played an Attract Free Folk. I do think that's a decent card. I just didn't have the circumstances. And we just stayed in mine the entire time down here. I don't think that ever actually moved off of it. I am a little partial to Heart. One thing we didn't have down here, morale bonus plus 40. In the early game, that really helps your military out. And then friendship, character loyalty bonus is very nice. That way, when you piss off a character, let's say you get like -20 relation, it isn't actually -20, it's like -10 because they're extra loyal. And so as long as you don't do that to them too often and erode away their loyalty, this actually makes keeping characters happy a lot easier. And people loyalty bonus, that's another really good one. That's a really good one if you're going to do emergency tax, because emergency tax hits your population's loyalty, and this will give you extra to that. So pretty interesting down there. Pretty happy with how this turned out. Research-wise, what a mess. What a mess. We didn't have those when we needed them, and we never unlocked advanced chemistry because we didn't have the right things in here to get our metal soil filtration. That's the tech I was really wanting, and we never got it. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Hopefully it was pretty entertaining. Is there a donut-like map? No, not to my knowledge, Abby. You'd want to play something that has water, like standing water on it. If you play non-Oceania worlds with water, there's no boats, there's no maritime people to deal with, so it's just terrain that you can't go in. That would act kind of like that. How did you get my town by the end game? Let's see. So they had built a dome level 3 to feed themselves, and we basically had the basic buildings down. We couldn't go any higher because we didn't have enough population to upgrade to a level 2 town. So we kind of hit the choke point of population in this game. If we were in a major war of attrition, we would have won it because we were so far ahead in population. We had over 51% of the world's population, but that can attrit down very badly. Like, imagine every turn we had 3,000 casualties. Like, it adds up badly. Really badly. Edward says artillery pairs well with machine guns. Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance of this unit. Unfortunately, we never got to see if the AT guns, our little tiny AT guns, were any good. Nothing ever really attacked once we had those. But the MGs plus the little 25s were really nice. Those did a lot more work than I thought they would. Again, it'd be nice to see those up against an actual major power to see how they would have done. I think they'd be okay. You're not using them offensively, so it's just some free hits and some morale damage. And if you want to, you could artillery into things that are sieging you. So gives the unit a little bit of versatility there. Babel, look into tech. You're missing a little trick to guide your tech. PM me if you want, and I'll tell you, or look it up online. Post it as a comment on this VOD if you don't mind, William. I am interested. We did finally do the direct thing. I miscounted techs, I think, is what happened at the beginning. And I unlocked too much too early before we got what we needed discovered. I got the power stuff. I was like, oh, we're good. Let's go. And I should have waited for a little bit more military tech. So I think that was my problem there. Yeah, beyond that, we had some really good characters. I had a lot of fun with those. I really enjoy the character aspect. That's something that's supposed to be improved in the next DLC. It's supposed to be like internal politics and characters, I believe. So I'm really looking forward to that. Because I like these. I like their little stories, and I would love it to have a little bit more interaction that you can have with them. I think that's really cool. It gives it a little bit of RPG flavor, which I quite like in my games. That's one of my disappointments of Stellaris, because when Stellaris was coming out, what I wanted was Crusader Kings in space, and that's not what we got. The characters in Stellaris do almost nothing. They're a little bit better nowadays, but not much. So I quite like that aspect here. We didn't actually lose anybody either. We had one person retire. So in a longer game, those older people will often retire. I don't know what year we started, unfortunately. But I would say we played maybe 25 years. Maybe not that much. I'm not 100% certain. Once you discover Vortex, you open the following sections. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I diluted my pool. It could be problematic. Yeah, but that's just the cool thing, Edward. I would love to see more of like the faction stuff, meaning even more. Because like we were basically able to ignore Lacey and just butter her up. Oh, look at this. We even had Merchant Society got founded. I guess I vaguely knew that. See, it didn't become overly relevant because for us at least, we supported Armed Knights so hard. Well, look at that though. They were down to 53%. They were probably going to lose the next election. That would have been a major upset. Because then what would happen? Every time I'm picking the options, if I wasn't picking Enforcement, Meritocracy, Mind, look how many people I would piss off. That's a lot of people to piss off. And they were getting there here in Warrior Army too. So pretty interesting. Okay, I think that is going to be it here. So, I'm not 100% certain yet. I'm going to have to make the call by tomorrow evening. There's a chance, I would say it's like a 50-50, that we're going to do the Dominion stream on Wednesday. Woe be me. Because Monster Hunter comes out on Friday, and I really want to stream that on launch day. It's the best time to stream new games. I may take like a half day off of work so that we could do like the 2 o'clock time. Or I might not be able to because I have some meetings and some things I need to do on Friday. So I can't take a full day for sure. So I'm not 100% decided. As a rule of thumb, I generally don't take launch days off historically because every single time I do, there's some problem and I can't play the game I took the day off to play anyway. So I don't know. I will decide by tomorrow evening. So keep your eyes open for what goes up as a Wednesday stream. It may be Dominions. It may be something else. I may just take Wednesday off and try to get ahead on some other content. So Wednesday is really up in the air. One way or the other, Dominions will be either Wednesday or Friday. And then we're going to be doing Monster Hunter Wilds as the Monday, Wednesday stream for a while. I've heard that the main story is about 12-ish hours. So we could rip through that maybe even this weekend. Because I'll probably stream it Saturday and Sunday. Probably. So... a little bit up in the air at the moment. I apologize for that. I just don't exactly know yet. So yeah, watch this space. All right. Thank you to everyone for hanging out for Shadow Empires. I had a ton of fun playing this. It seems like people enjoyed it. We will definitely come back to Shadow Empires. I don't know when, but we definitely will because this was a blast. We'll have to do a planet that's like way different next time. So maybe start thinking up what kind of planet you'd like to see. I'd like to do something that has Air Force and not cold. So those are kind of my 2 parameters this time around. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to go enjoy an early evening. Enjoy yours, and watch for a video tomorrow. I have something coming out at the regular time. Hopefully you'll enjoy that too. All right, that's going to be Babble out. Enjoy your evening, guys.